They are burned with hot metal and molten plastic. They're given electric shocks and left hanging from the ceiling. This man lost both his hands after months of torture. Many of the victims are from Eritrea. Fleeing repression and poverty, they cross the border to Sudan. They're kidnapped, sold to gangs in Egypt's lawless Sinai peninsula and held for ransom.
Be tortured day in and day out until they pay the ransom of money, which is a minimum of $30,000, which is a huge sum of money. And then as they are being tortured, their families would listen on the phone while their daughters are being tortured and raped and everything. So at last we have no option because the international community is not doing anything. Egypt is not doing anything.
The report accuses Cairo of failing to take action against security officials who collude with the traffickers. It cites interviews with victims from as recently as last month. They tell of their suffering at the hands of the traffickers.
The most shocking is a mother that was kidnapped with her child, the child was an infant actually, a year and 4 months, was being tortured for months and months, and then they start torturing the child. Unfortunately killed her after a year and 3 months, and the child survived.
That child is now being cared for in Israel, the intended destination for many of the victims. Human Rights Watch hopes its report will now be discussed at the United Nations.